Are today's kids, the younger generation, swallowing VA disability benefits from other older generations? That is something I see a ton of veterans complain about, which is today's kids in the military who are in their 20s are claiming VA disability and being a burden on the VA claim and rating system, primarily the use of taxpayer dollars. So I definitely want your thoughts on this topic specifically. It's definitely a hot button. And we're going to look at age and era. Now, the VA gives us this information, so let's take a look at it. So this is new compensation. Okay, and it has by age. So age 34 and under, 35 through 54, 55, 74, and 75 and older. You can see that 35 and 54 is the highest here. The second highest is 34 and under, and then third is 55 and 74, and then age 75 and up. Okay, now this is new, and then we can look at total. Number of veterans, all compensation recipients, and estimated annual payments. Number of veterans rated 34 and under is 684,000. So let me show you something here. It's the highest or second highest here, lowest here. That matters. All right. And I'll explain why I think that is. I think it's pretty obvious. Age 35 through 54 are just under 2 mil, 55 and 74 are at 2 mil, and then we have 75 and over at 1.3. Now, this is all time. This is new. This is all time. I'm 32 years old. All right, I'll be 33 here pretty soon. So I fall under the youngins. I'm the young generation, taking up all the VA disability claim rating money. But the numbers don't reflect that. It's actually the older generations by a lot. Okay, double here, triple there, triple there. Anyways, also keep in mind that I'm 32. I'm still GWAT, right? I came in 2011. I went to Afghan. I went to Syria. There are those after me. 2013 and 2014 in saying in Afghan was hot. Everyone kept saying the war is over. Tell that to the Sangan Marines. Like I think 1-7 was there in 2013, 2014, and wasn't a walk in the park. All right, they are out there getting it. So don't tell me GWAT ended. And then we had the pullout, right, during the Biden administration. I don't want to go down that topic, but Marines died, soldiers died, sailors died, and yeah. So the war's not over, and that's just Afghan. Right? Syria, Somalia, like the global war on terror, global war everywhere. All right. Anyways, so that age group, there's people active duty right now, my friends, my peers, former peers, who are still in service and haven't gotten a rating. Okay. Who are the same age as me and some younger. And so that's why we see the increase here, but the overall number go down. Now, this is that OG Gulf War era, and then Iraq 2003. I'm saying Iraq 03, but it's also Afghanistan 01. You have what my generation calls the GWAT old breed, right? Not the World War II old breed, but these are like my seniors, right? My seniors, my NCOs when I was in, they fall in that bracket. And so that's definitely the highest because war sucks. And then we see them climbing up with age 55 and 74. Now, obviously, there's going to be some senior NCO level, senior officers during the GWAT era. A lot of those will fall in that. And then we're getting into our peacetime / end of Vietnam. And then this is obviously that Vietnam era. I guess Korean Marines are still around, or I'm saying Korean Marines, just Korean veterans. Got bit by a mosquito. And World War II era, if they're still around. Anyway, so that's age, okay? So is the younger generation, which is 34 and under, that's how the VA is parsing it out, Are they submitting claims? They absolutely are. All right. They absolutely are. But in the grand scheme of things, they're the smallest number. So food for thought. And then we can go by era here. This is new compensation. So 382 World War II veterans new. Apparently they are still around. Korean conflict is there. Vietnam era. I'd bet money of a third of these at least are PACT Act related, Agent Orange. And so too little, too late. But hey, it's what Congress did for them, so they can at least take advantage of that. And so we see new Vietnam era veterans there, and then a ton of Gulf War era. Again, Gulf War is in these age groups right here. Okay. Maybe a little bit on the bottom end of that age bracket for that. And then we have our peacetime era. So pre-Gulf, post-Vietnam, pre-Gulf War, the Cold War era, peacetime era. And then you look at all compensation. So blue is new, green is all. Only 8,000 World War II veterans are rated. That's sad. 50,000 Korean conflict veterans there. 1.4 million for Vietnam era. All of these are too little, too late. I hate saying that. Gulf War era, right? 3.6 mil. Boom. Gulf War is definitely that GWAT era. Definitely taking the cake here. And then peacetime era. But yeah, there's a ton more data here. I just kind of want to give some perspective on these kids making VA disability claims. Those kids went to Iraq, they went to Afghanistan, they went to Syria, they went to Somalia, the coast, what is that? The Red Sea? Yeah, the coast between Somalia and Yemen for the Navy people there. I mean, things are happening. Okay. And that's just like conflict related. That's not, I broke my ankle on the obstacle course during PT related. Okay. Anyways, food for thought here. Let me know your opinion. Do you think today's kids are playing gimme when it comes to the VA disability rating system? What are your thoughts there? Yeah, I think that's it. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Till next time.